Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome back to #BSB. Now before I jump into this video, give it a thumbs up because you know you're gonna like it, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram, Clubhouse, and now TikTok @SincerelyRare. Now at the end of last year, I randomly dropped a video for you guys about my 5 takeaways from my first semester in business school. If you missed it, yes, I am in business school, finally. In this video, I'm going to talk about why I chose to pursue my MBA with the Kelley School of Business at Indiana University. So let's jump right in. Okay, so this video is a personal request from one of my subscribers. So girl, if you're listening, I hope this helps you get more insight into why I chose Kelley. I hope you like it. And that's also a shout out to all the rest of you. If there's anything that you want me to discuss on here, just drop it into the comments and I will get to it. All right, so in talking about why I chose Kelley, I think it's also important to highlight the different things I took into consideration when putting together my school list in the first place. So with my original list, there are some schools that you guys saw me visit. There are some schools that I visited that I just never got around to creating a video for. I can tell you in the very beginning, Kelley was not on my list. But when I was introduced to the Kelley School of Business, I quickly saw that it checked off all the things that I took into consideration when putting my list together in the first place. So the first thing that was super important for me was that the school that I attend not be on the East Coast. If you're new here, I was born and raised in Plainfield, New Jersey. Been there for damn near my whole life. 6 years before moving to Bloomington, Indiana, I was in Brooklyn, New York. So because I had spent all of my living years on the East Coast, I said, I want to experience something different. I applied to schools in the South, the Midwest, the West, literally avoided East Coast schools at all costs. And I did that because I wanted a chance to experience something new. I wanted a change of scenery. I wanted to live in another part of the US that I wasn't familiar with. Yes, I visited the Midwest a few times, but I've never actively lived there. And by doing this, I've been able to rely 100% on myself. Being that when I left home, all I did was cross the Hudson, I didn't feel that same independence. Like, yeah, you know, I had my own apartment or whatever, but like I could literally just run home, hop on a train, and go back to Jersey and just be with my family and my friends that I grew up with and went to college with. I didn't want that for my MBA experience. I also didn't want distractions so close by. If I had went to school in New York, all of my New York City friends, all my Brooklyn friends, I would have seen them a lot. I would have been seeing my family a lot as well back in Jersey. So I wanted to put myself in a place where I would not have a choice but to focus on my school and also force myself to get out of my comfort zone and meet new people and make new friends. So Kelley has offered me that opportunity, being that it is literally in the middle of nowhere in Indiana. All right, so the second thing that was super important for me was that the class size be small. In undergrad, NJIT was not large at all. So I wanted to carry that same experience over to my MBA. I wanted to be a name, not a number. In undergrad, people knew me as Bree or Briana. I was not my student ID. So when I came to business school, I knew I didn't want to be one of 1,000, one of 900, one of 800, whatever. I didn't want that. And with Kelley, the class sizes are very small. My class, which we coined the COVID class, the MBA COVID class of 2022, it's only like less than 100 of us. The class before that, I think it was about 150, give or take. So yeah, class size is very small. It gives me the opportunity to learn, to get to know everyone. Making slow progress here, but before the entire year is over, I will at least know everyone by face and name. Class sizes are a lot smaller. I personally don't do well in large groups, so when it comes to doing different projects, we're broken up in groups of like 4 or 5. which is perfect for me. Yeah, just really wanted a smaller class size. I only applied to like small and medium schools. So Kelley fit the bill there perfectly. And with being in a small class or like a small like MBA community, you're able to develop like those bonds. You're able to be like really tight knit, like, you know, that buzzword. But it's like true, but it's true. And you know, the people that I've met at this program, they've been very welcoming, very helpful, and just all around just some dope people. If I had gone to a larger school, if all of us went to another school that was much larger, I probably would not have crossed paths with them. So I'm thankful that, you know, Kelley is fostering a space that is pretty small where we can all just like get to know one another on a more genuine level. The next thing that was important for me was that the school be great at marketing and consulting. In the beginning of my MBA admissions journey, I was torn between the two. When I applied, I wrote all about consulting. Sold it very well. But by the time I started doing early recruiting for my summer MBA internship, you know, I changed my mind. You know, I wanted to do tech. I wanted to do marketing. I wanted to focus on marketing. So at Kelley, they're great at producing marketers and consultants. Here we have industry-focused academies. There's actually two marketing academies because Kelley is mostly known for being a marketing school. So there's a consumer marketing academy and business marketing academy. I'm in the business marketing academy. And there's also a consulting academy, supply chain, capital markets, etc. So there's opportunities for me. There were opportunities for me to do both. But you know, ultimately I had to make a decision, and I decided on marketing. But even though I decided to move forward with the marketing career track, like I'm in two classes that are working on consulting projects. So I'm acting as a marketing consultant. So like I'm getting that consulting experience that's gonna prepare me for my internship. And with talking about these consulting projects, this brings me to my next point, where experiential learning and global opportunities were two that were very high on my list, and things of taking into consideration when choosing a school. So with the two projects that I'm working on, one is Glow-Based, which is an international consulting project, and the other is my Business Marketing Academy second semester project. That one is a domestic project. So with those two, I'm able to apply everything that I learned from core, which was last semester, and everything that I'm going to learn this spring, which is predominantly made of electives. And not only am I able to apply everything that I've learned, these two projects are going to actively prepare me for my internship with Microsoft in the summer. So two great opportunities that Kelley offers. Not every school offers that. So being able to sign up and participate for both, huge plus. The last two things that I want to speak about that were really important for me is being able to shape the next class and being able to shape what diversity initiatives look like here or within whatever MBA community that I had decided to join. But you know, I decided to join Kelley. So in terms of being able to shape the next class, I am an active Who's Your Host, which is a student ambassador, and I plan to work with admissions in my second year to do interviews for MBA applicants. And with those two opportunities, I'm able to share my experience being an MBA candidate in the program, as well as assess whether or not people would be a good fit and a good contribution to the community and to the Kelley classroom. Being that, you know, I went through my personal journey getting here, it would be an honor for me to pay it forward. On the second part of that, you know, being able to shape the diversity initiatives, I'm also a diversity champion. And this team works very closely with the director of DE&I. And, you know, this team in terms of like the first years that have been accepted to join this team, still pretty new, but from what I'm understanding is that we are able to, we're able to brainstorm different diversity initiatives that we want to see at Kelley, and bring them and implement them with the help of the director of D&I. So I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that. Orientation is actually next week. So yeah, really excited to see where we can take this. And in addition to diversity champions, I'm also able to run for leadership for different clubs. I personally have decided to focus on the Black MBA Association. I'm currently the first year liaison, and what that means is I'm keeping into the consideration the voice. I am essentially the voice of the first year class, and anything that the first years want to see from the BMBAA, I'm the one who kind of brings that to light. I actually was just responsible for putting together the Black History Month events that are being hosted by the BMBAA. Such an honorable experience putting this together. I've definitely learned a lot in like the past 2 weeks, especially when it comes to like event planning and all that it takes to actually put on an MBA program. So definitely a huge undertaking that I am still experiencing with this, but I'm really looking forward to pushing it forward because I have a shit ton of ideas that closely tied to diversity and BMBAA and consortium, etc. So yeah, really excited for all the opportunities that are available to me here at Kelley. I'm really excited for the change that is to come. I'm really excited to be experiencing all this with my class years, first and second years. Like I said, everyone that I've met here so far has been extremely dope. They've been really smart, really knowledgeable, and really kind and welcoming. Sometimes you visit schools and like there's just a vibe that you may not vibe with, but I don't feel that here. So I'm able to be myself, and that, again, super important for me. I didn't mention it, but like it's kind of a given, especially with my personality. So yeah, just really excited to be accepted, to be heard, and ultimately to feel seen. That is why I chose Kelley. So really happy to be here, despite being in the middle of nowhere. But there's no distractions. It's literally me, my work, and my classmates. So yeah. If you have any questions about my Kelley experience so far, definitely drop a comment in the I can't even say chat. I'm not even on Zoom. But anyway, drop the question in the comments for me, and if it's something that I feel everyone could benefit from, I'll either reply to you directly, I'll record a video for it, or if it's something more targeted and personal, I will reach out to you so we can chat over email. So yeah, that is why I decided to pursue my MBA at the Kelley School of Business. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, because I know you liked it. Subscribe to my channel, and till next time, y'all. Bye.